Hello, welcome to the latest episode of Through the Pages. Thank you for supporting my little YouTube channel here. I have really enjoyed doing these book reviews and have several more coming up next. Appreciate if you hit the like, hit the subscribe. I really feel like I'm starting to kind of hit a little stride here and I'm really enjoying it. So also got a table full of books to read that I am excited to review. Got some interesting stuff coming if I do say so myself. Today, we're discussing a mind trip of a book, and you know I love the surreal stuff. So, Long Division by Kiese, Laymon. This book starts at one side, book one, ends, and then the text is flipped, and you start again from the other side. I do not want to give away really anything from this book. The plot itself is the kind of thing I don't want to give away. And usually you can kind of describe a little bit without telling it. I'm really trying to back off it because I want you to enjoy this book as much as you can. Kiese Laymon, he has written 3 books, all of them pretty racially charged, I would say. 2 are memoirs. One came out in 2013, How to Slowly Kill Yourself and Others in America, and then in 2018, Heavy. Both, I think, were a collection of essays, or autobiographical essays. I will be seeking both of them out because this was stellar. So, Kiese Laymon is from the South. He's a writing professor at University of Mississippi. His mom taught poli-sci at Jackson State University, where he would also submit essays into the school newspaper, but was starting to ruffle feathers because they were too honest. Maybe is just the word for it. Because it's not that the subject of a race is a bad thing to discuss, but I think he was being a little blatant about the relationship between white people and black people, both present, past, and everything, and so they're you need to temper this down a little bit. And then the same thing happened with the publication of this book. So this book here came out in 2013. It also just got published in 2021. So initially, he had a long kind of drawn out issue with the publication on, I believe it was a twofold issue, that it was not only kind of some of the racial notes and some of the interplay between white people, black people, Jews and black people, and different throughout history where that has been at, but also I believe it was the format. I was trying to find more on that last night because that's how I got to this. It was best books of 21, and then it was but just to let you know, this came out in 2013. It's just that it was a reissue, and that had hinted at format. But I also think that this was it's a revised edition, where I think he got to say everything he wanted to say. And there are some points that were very, very descriptive of challenging dynamics and kind of reflecting on the same place in 2013, 1985, and 1964, and kind of where a person would be given those dates. And it was a very fascinating and honest take on life and life in the South. But this book, so like I said, I don't want to give anything away. It deals with time travel a little bit. I'll throw that out there. It is a fascinating book, but it does, and as he kind of hints to in it, almost reads like a young adult novel in the sense that it's not real difficult language, and it's a lot of dialogue between people of that age. So it flows really easy. I think I read this in 3 sittings, and I read it on vacation, and it was just so nice. It was very easy flowing, but also the surrealism, I think, was the challenge more so than if you read a classic. Sometimes the language is a bit of the challenge, or whatever it may be. I feel like the plot was a lot to get your head around, and so to not push it too far in other directions, focus wise, you got to really just absorb. All right, I understand what's happening here, and I would say the second part more so than the first part. First part being a little more straightforward, but incredible book, really good writer who just a voice I want to hear more from, and yeah, I'm almost like surprised I hadn't heard of this book, because if it came out in 2013, like, why aren't more people talking about this book? It's crazy good, but it makes me wonder if like the 2013 was tempered a little bit, you know, like, and if this is like, all right, that's the full thing. That's what I really wanted to put out there. So definitely recommend this book. It is a trip. Kiese Laymon, I hope to see more novels from him. Definitely want to read the 2 memoir essay collections, but his comprehension of like story and how big it was, and then filling it all out, not feeling like there was like stones unturned in a way, and like, yeah, it was very expansive and very well done. So kind of a short review here, because I don't want to give anything away. It's tricky. But yeah, Kiese Laymon, you see this book around, go ahead and grab it. Highly recommend. Thank you.